Good morning, good afternoon, good night. How you doing? It's your boy Z here. No need to be fear. You're as in my way. Yeah, it's gonna be spirit. Today I'm Kevin's newest video called Arcane S2 was wild, and I'm gonna react to this shit. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. I hope you watching my videos and give me lots and lots of subscribers, views, and everything. So, without further ado, let's jump to this shit, bitch.
We prayed for times like this. It's been a grueling 4 years, waking up every day hoping I see that season 2 announcement. But today is that day. They finally delivered. They finally gave us Arcane Season 2. I just had a fresh rewatch of Season 1, so my expectations are high. If this is trash, I will tell y'all straight up that is trash. So look, we're right back where we left off. When Jinx gave us a 4-year cliffhanger, that's how you know she's evil. But Mel and Jace were fine, just covered in dirt, nothing a good shower can fix. But when it comes to everyone else, dead. Almost dead. Now, what hurt the most is seeing Victor laid out. Jace rushed him to the lab trying to figure something out, but he noticed the hex core reacting. So he said, F it, go big or go home, let the core do its thing. Next thing we see is the funeral for Kate's mom. And I gotta give it to her, she's way stronger than I can ever be. The way she's containing her feelings deserves an award. I would have been bawling my eyes out. So now they're having a meeting with the remaining 3 members, and this guy was playing no games, and rightfully so. If I lost my legs, I'd do the same thing. He said, fuck trying to make peace. We're sending armies down there, armed with hex tech. Shorty right here agrees with that, but Mel and Kate was like, nah. For one, the amount of innocents that would be killed is ridiculous. And 2, nigga, they got a Jinx. With Silco's death, the Undercity is divided. If we do your plan, we'll risk them uniting under her. We'll put a bounty on her head, a reward too big to be ignored. Now, I understand both sides, but I'm with Blondie on this one. We can't just walk downstairs and put up wanted posters. I don't think anyone down there can handle a healthy Jinx anyway. Maybe Echo, but we all know he's not doing that. So they met in the middle. We'll send enforcers, but no hex tech. So later on we see Kate talking to her pops when he gives her the family key. Now it's her responsibility to keep up the family legacy. Yo, we're 10 minutes in and she gotta deal with all this. Grieving over her mother. Now she has to keep up the family legacy. Also has to worry about the war that's about to start. And I don't know how she's gonna keep up this thing with Vi. They have a little connection going on, a little spark. But there's no way Kate doesn't want to murk Jinx now. But to my surprise, Vi finally understands. Powder is no more. That is Jinx in there. She insists on handling this herself as long as Jace fixes those gauntlets. But Kate shut that down real quick. Told her about the enforcers going down and she's gonna be on the front lines. Said, look, you can help, but you gotta put on the badge.
What?
Yeah, we ain't going that far. We don't fuck with you that much.
I thought you were on our side.
Huh? I'm docking points off you for that dumbass response. Talking about on our side. Don't piss me off. So then Vi finds this lovely bridge to chill under. Met this guy and I guess they drank all night, but we see what happened to Victor. He fused with the hex core and now is in this cocoon. And Jace was like, yo, how did this even happen? He was standing right next to me. Not gonna lie, I didn't even think about that. Victor, you got hold. I know he was mad as hell watching that kill cam. But Mel tells him to go talk with Kate. And yeah, we already know. Kate is out for blood. And when she was speaking with Jace, she just confirmed that. She was like, I keep seeing their faces. Mother, every time I think of her, I sink.
But then there's Jinx, laughing. I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
Kate. Y'all know I love my revenge arcs. But we cut back to Vi when she gets recognized by these enforcers. And go ahead and get that statue ready. They already calling her a legend. Talking about something, I have to ask. Is it true that she went after Silco alone and took out his whole gang? Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll be at the next book signing. And this guy hasn't said a word and I gotta respect it. Bro just trying to get through his shift. But today's the day of the memorial for the counselors who died. And I'm pretty sure we all noticed. These mysterious people walking in here with these veils on, like why did y'all let them in? Could've at least checked to make sure. The same way you check this guy like he's not an enforcer. Then Vi notices this guy posing as an enforcer. So instead of bursting out yelling, cause that's what I would have done, she walks to the front and gets stopped by these guards. So he drops the duffel by whoever this is, and why did no one question that? The dress code was uniform and gun, not that fat ass duffel. We're at a memorial, what do you need that for? So he gets up there and smacks Mel. At the same time, the person who got that duffel was trying to murk Jace. Remember that kid he hit with the hammer? Yeah, this is his mom, and she wants it back in blood. So the dude doesn't even murk Mel, he just shoots a flare, called in the mech unit to join the fight. Then Kate takes this man's gun. I hope he got out of there. She took his only means of protection. And I'm starting to think Vi and Kate were made for each other, cause they both got hit with some of the meanest stiff arms I ever seen. But speaking of Vi, she comes down from the top ropes, slams his head into the ground, gets kicked off immediately though, but peep the accuracy out of Kate right here. Shot the arm, saving Vi. She jumps over, pulls that thing off his head, and now it's GG's. Then Vi looks up. Don't know what she looking at. She said she got a plan though. But as all this was going on, the counselors were getting escorted out. Well, never mind. Then Shorty got dragged out the car, but this dude peeps the axe and said, I bet. Done cracked the ankles, did a whopping 7 damage. That was all he had though, he was cooked. Until Loris pulled up and had Kate with the supporting fire. Meanwhile, Jace is fighting for his life. Bitch, get off me. Ripped that thing off her face too. I don't know exactly what that was, but he saw his opportunity and took it. Ran off immediately. Didn't last for too long though. Got found right away. Then this man picks up a regular hammer. Not gonna lie, if you lose to this guy, I don't want to ever see you again. If you show up in another episode, I might just turn it off. I can't taint my eyes with your sorriness. So he actually does get a clean hidden, but Jace, what are you doing? We got 2 options here. Keep hitting or run away. Pick one. Wow. Not gonna lie.
You should have go crazy with that small ass hammer, my boy. You should have just let that shit swinging on his face and cracked his fucking skull in, bash his brains and everything. That's what I would do. But you fucking choked just like the Dallas Cowboys.
That's your fault. Then she stands over him saying this is for her son. Hey yo, fuck your son. Huh? So that's what Vi was looking at Jace's lab. But yeah, that's one problem down, but we still gotta handle this behemoth over here. Vi was trying to shoot the hammer again, but she didn't know how to reload. Luckily, Jace was here. Y'all know who just pulled up, the Wakandian queen. And she took care of old girl too. I guess she tried to run but ran into Mbessa. I changed my mind, this might be my favorite character. It's between her and Vander for my #1 spot. But afterwards, Vi was talking to Kate and she said, look, you need to try and call off that invasion. Y'all was getting your ass beat in your own turf. What makes you think you can win the away game? So we see her later on using the family key, and this was just a USB of infinite information, but we see flashes of Jace getting back in the lab, so yeah, we know we better get active. And you know it's bad when the counselors are hiding in dungeons to have a meeting, but they were saying there must have been someone up here who helped all those things make it to the memorial. We aren't prepared for a full-scale invasion. The Undercity's attack proved that. Who lets you and your bitch ass up? I'm leading a strike team in the zone with 3 objectives. Locate Jinx, dismantle Shimmer, and kill any bastards to lure to Silco. But we can't forget about the new toys we got. Shorty got 3 scopes, that's kinda hard. Oh, and we got a vibe. I hate that look though, not gonna lie. Please don't put this on ever again, I beg. But then we see this guy from the first season. I don't know why he's trying to fight wolves. Just how when Vi left her that day, the powder we knew died. And with Silco's death, Jinx kind of died along with him. And at the start of these episodes, they be having these fire music videos, but yeah, pretty much they're showing how when Silco died, the other leaders have been fighting to become the new top dog. Meanwhile, Jinx doesn't give a damn about anything that's going on. Mel sent out the wanted posters and everything. And you can't tell me this ain't a fire shot right here. Her walking in between the gang wars, now one thing you gotta give Arcane, whether you like the show or not, this has some of the best visuals hands down. Now with all this going on, we see this little girl running from these gang members. And I know I'm not the only one who thought Jinx was gonna catch her on some cool shit or dodge it or something. But nah, she just got clocked. But when the hood came off, look at the fear. It's you, Faye says. Yeah, go ahead and add him to the kill streak. Then she started talking about some randomness and me and you both, kid. What is she yapping about? But she follows Jinx anyway. But now we see what one of the leaders are doing, trying to evade the rival base. And I kid you not, this guy literally called himself a grunt. Yeah, we know you're not making it far. You just bestowed upon yourself a title that guarantees death. But they get the
that name is lame.
and see the place already got smoked out. So he sent some lackey in there, and this must have been Scarecrow's work. Fear toxin is the only thing I know that does stuff like that. But now they're having a little meeting, and Savika is the only smart one here. She's like, yo, y'all fighting each other is exactly what Topside wants. Put this petty beef aside and join forces. But of course, these idiots can't see the bigger picture. But Raccoon over here said, you know what? Let's just give Jinx in. That's all they want. Even told Savika he'll make her a new arm if he joins him. She refused though. She don't give away her people. But she heads to the office, runs into Jinx, and she ain't forget how Jinx had her looking. Firmly grabs that bottle. She didn't care what it was. Something was getting cracked on the skull. But when Jinx started talking about Silco, she chilled out. Had a little bonding moment right here. To be honest, I didn't like Savika at first. Betraying Vander was crazy, but she kinda grew on me. She is never fully loyal to a single person, but she will always be loyal to the cause. All she wants is her city to be treated fairly, and to a degree, I gotta respect that. And they must have really hit it off, cause Jinx went out her way to fix her a new arm. But that's when the place gets gassed. And turns out it was Vi and them doing this. Not gonna lie, Vi, this is insane. She really teamed up with her oppressors and gassed her neighborhood. Now, Jinx does escape, but immediately gets socked. And we already knew it was going to be this nasty.
That combo's crazy.
Raccoon behind this. And he was like, wow, I never thought I'd see you cry. Wonder if Silco even saw that. He did. Once when he met me, and when I killed him. The cavalry has arrived. But look at Jinx though, peep the slide cancel until the supply drop. And you know Savika gotta hit that cape throw every chance she gets. But hold up, weave. Then she gets a random assist, and this is so unfortunate. I understand, bro. You thought it was a bomb. Nothing you could have done. And she's standing over there so innocent, like she's not an accomplice to a murder. But back to Savika, she blocks his attacks, dodges the left, barely ducks the overhead, and that's when Jinx tells her how to use that arm. Got her gambling mid-box. And you're not fooling anyone. Take that shit off your head, you mutt. Nobody is believing you are naturally growing blonde hair. Take that toupee off now. So he runs in. Savika straight up rips his arm out, follows up with the right. And I don't even know how Jinx fit all these gimmicks in this arm. Like, was that a final flash? Had to been. That's why he survived. So she smoked the area, runs through with this crazy uppercut. He comes back down and, well, why don't you look at that? A jackpot. We don't even see what happened. We only see the aftermath. That dude got mauled. But afterwards, Savika was like...
That motherfucker got the brakes beat out of. Oh my god, that is crazy.
You got that look in your eye again. What are you planning?
To finish what's left of my family.
But now we see that Victor finally woke up, and when he's talking to Jace, he sees the reason why he's alive. He knows he fused with the Hex Core, and I can kinda see why Victor's upset, because he said the Hex Core killed Sky. But if we being real, bro, you killed her. You was the one messing with it. The Hex Core didn't just get up and evaporate Sky for shits and giggles. Plus, I don't think Jace even knew about that, so you can't even be mad. So he leaves and heads to the Undercity, where we see this rat again. Yeah, I ain't forget. Bro ratted out Vi to Silco that one time. But Victor grabs his forehead and he was reverted back to his old self, was no longer drugged up, even fixed his hairline. This guy's a miracle worker. But now we're back to the strike team, where they see this guy who fixed his hairline. This guy's a
nigga look like Vegeta 2.0.
miracle worker. But now we're back to the strike team, where they see this guy who got hold crazy, upside down, forced to breathe in that gas. Who knows how long he's been in that. Then these ripped up dolls fall down and looks exactly like them. One thing about Jinx is that you'll know exactly when she's behind something. So they checked him out, made sure he was good, but once that was done, Kate was on 10. She said, "Your mouth works, so talk. Where's Jinx?" Both Vi and Homeboy looked at her crazy like, calm down. Bro was gassed for who knows how long. He doesn't need a damn barrel in his face. Now he does talk though, says that Jinx is planning something big back at the old tunnels. But Vi was like, yo, let me talk to you real quick. Long story short, they decided to go fight Jinx by themselves. They thought Jinx would find a way to use the team against them. Also, they had their first kids too. You know, Vi hungry ass had to get seconds. And now we finally see how them. Also, they had their first Jinx by themselves. They thought Jinx would find a way to use the team against them. Also, they had their
Okay. I know simp niggas gonna be beating this shit down. Oh my god, I know niggas gonna be fucking watching this scene over and over and over again. I'm just saying.
Their first kids too. You know, Vi hungry ass had to get seconds. And now we finally see how Echo's holding up. When he sees something wrong with the tree, Heimerdinger takes a look at it and he was like, oh, I've seen this before. Next thing we know, they're sneaking into the lab. Like he doesn't pretty much own the place. You got retired, not exiled. But that's my guy though. This old ass man. Role playing. 300 years old by the way. So they got in, and Jace ups the hammer immediately. Y'all lucky this man checked first. Could have ended y'all real quick. But Jace tells them there's something called wild runes. Patterns that appear where the boundary between their world and the Arcane is thin. So pretty much the Arcane got mad with all the demands he was giving it. But they've been doing this for years. Why haven't they seen anything until now? And on a random tree of all places. And that's when it clicked. They headed down to the... I don't know what they call this. I think it's the main energy source for Hextech, but they randomly get hit with a domain expansion. But now we're ready for the big fight. Before entering the boss arena, I was like, look, if you get a shot, take it. So she goes in, and when Jinx was talking to her, I was like, damn. At the end of season 1, I wasn't on anyone's side. I fucked with both of them equally, but Jinx will spin.
Never thought my sister would turn bluebelly. Plastering my face all over so someone else would do your dirty work. Poisoning our air. You've turned a leaf, sister.
I really didn't want to say it, but Vi, you kind of an L right now. Like, I agreed with your mindset, but still, putting on a uniform? Okay, I can get past that. Gassing your neighborhood, though, is nuts. Kate really got you wrapped around the finger. I hate to say it, but as of right now, at least until you get your act together, I can't rep Team Vi.
Then stop me.
If you think Jinx is dumb enough to believe you came here alone, you're crazy. Position revealed. Savika, go handle my light work. Now, excellent environmental use out of Vi. She hits it over, spin move, and that's a wallpaper. Vi grabs the gun, rips it in half, that's a wallpaper. Now, with all this going on, for whatever
Wallpapers, one of them gonna be my thumbnails.
reason, Jace decides to touch the wild rune. Not gonna lie, you just hold everyone. Not just the three of y'all either. You done glitched the other games too. Kate's gun done messed up, leading into all 5 fingers gripping the face. If I was her, don't let me find out Jace is responsible. This moment never needed to happen. My face didn't need to be palmed. Vi also got hold.
Yeah, give face palm is disrespectful. I would not let anybody do that to me.
And Jinx really pulled out a RPG. Now she was trying to confirm that kill. And look what she does after. She knows she clean with it too. But the game's still glitching out, so it didn't even work. And look at this. That's a wallpaper. The amount of shots this show.
Every time he said wallpaper, one of them gonna be my thumbnails. I don't know which one it is now.
Has is crazy. But look, this is one of the cleanest right here. Now she jumps up with the slow-mo too. And I don't know what music they have playing in the scene, but it's tough. Then they give us back to back to back wallpapers. Now what I'm upset with the most is Savika losing a Kate. Not gonna lie, that actually pissed me off. Savika stayed getting disrespected. She lost to Vi not once but twice, and I can't even.
Nah, bro, she got the Vegeta, bro. She got the Vegeta. Like, she needs to fight back, and you can't be coming here and get packed up like this. You gotta fight, and don't let these bitches disrespect you.
Remember the amount of times Jinx embarrassed her, but you know, I can look past that. Those are the main characters, right? But Kate's a range type? almost as bad as Yuji. But I heard a lot of people saying Jinx was stronger than Vi because of this fight right here, but come on, bro. This ain't a real fight. You can see how sloppy they're moving. We seen what they really look like when they're trying to hurt somebody, and this is not that. Now, Kate does get an opening, took the middle finger clean off. That's when Vi took her chance, but Lil Sis comes through.
At least she can say fuck you to you. So stick it up to your face
To stop it from happening. Kate makes the executive decision to shoot the gun, and to no one's surprise, Vi's getting cold feet again. Though I can't be too mad. That's literally her sister. What person could actually do that to their sibling? But at the same time, you gassed your neighborhood just to do the same thing you've always been doing. You get to Jinx, then you let her off again. And I get that Isha was there, but still, remember what you said to Jace that one time?
Yeah, one dead kid? There's hundreds more where he came from, thanks to—
And even so, it wouldn't have to go that far. Just pull her off. But this is the moment where I said, you know what? It's fuck Kate. Vi's telling her she was tripping, you could have shot the kid. And she responds with this.
I keep telling myself that you're different, but you're not. It's her blood in your veins.
Yo, Kate. We would beat your ass. You see, this is why you have no friends. Hit her for what? And just left her down there. But now we see the—
I gotta get it. I'm gonna have to get you in blood, bro. Nah, bro. You ain't gonna keep just one shot me and lay me on my, have me on my knees. Have me begging to my knees too often. I fell out to my knees too often. No, you ain't gonna have me be little Dirk out me, little Dirk on. Have me become a little Dirk out here, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, we fight. We scrapping for this.
Go and Bessa talking to Amara. She says something about coming here to settle a debt. This is who Mbessa was talking about last season, the person who killed her son. She said that Mbessa took something from her and knows why she traveled to the city. But little does she know we have a counter to that fancy magic of yours. Get your punk ass off me. But she says that her death doesn't mean anything, so that means there's a whole group of whoever these people are. But this lady wasn't just some nobody. She's pretty well known, so they gotta come up with a plan to cover this up. Dude right here wanted to involve Mel, but Mbessa not going to put that kind of risk on her daughter. But that one counselor, the blondie, oh, that's easy pickings. And we see he was getting some type of shimmer treatment done to his legs when Mbessa comes through, and this man had the audacity to utter Mel's name in her presence. Even the slightest disrespect on her family is not gonna slide. And he has no choice but to take that. Doesn't matter if his legs worked or not. Not a single soul in this city can beat this woman in an actual fight. But even after getting embarrassed, they still gotta talk business. She tells him to rally every house with influence. Now we see Mel having a sneaky convo with Lest, the lady who was just with Blondie. And with those ears of hers, she heard everything they were talking about. They're planning on setting up some big announcement with all the big names in attendance, aiming to put Blondie in power. So she goes back to her spot talking with Homegirl. They did some digging and found out there's a lot of misinformation about her brother's death. Also, whoever did it stripped Mbessa of most of her holdings. Then we see them again a couple hours later when Homegirl starts acting strange. Yeah, Mel got took. I think Homegirl died. Not gonna lie, y'all had no reason to do her like that. But that big announcement they were talking about is now. The first thing she does is cap her way out of being Amara's killer. Said that it was assassins from the Undercity who done it. And that was a smart play. She reminded everyone who the enemy was. She says they need a general to lead. And instead of electing herself, yeah, we done got your stupid ass, Caitlyn Kierman. And everyone hitting their armor was full clean. But what we find out during this is that they went down to the Undercity, promised this lady vengeance for her son. That's why they attacked the memorial. Just so when they come up here, she takes them all out to prove the strength of her army. Nah, she's definitely my number one. Easily my favorite character. That scene was executed amazingly. Once again, the music choice is phenomenal. If we don't get an Mbessa spinoff, there's a problem. Either show us Prime Mbessa or what letters to come in the Piltover, either one works. But you know we gotta check in on this dude at the end of the episode. We got two updates. First is him doing whatever he's doing to this heart, and second is us actually seeing the creature, with him funneling his blood. Anyways, next thing we see is the Undercity uniting with Jinx. Everyone dyeing their hair blue on some no, I'm Radio Rebel type shit. But what really annoyed me is seeing this bum Kate in the bed with this rando. Like, are you serious? And you know what's even more annoying? Vi is gonna get back with this bitch. You know she is. I don't know why she wants Kate so bad. She has done nothing for you. She's probably never gonna find out about this either. It's like they're really trying to make us hate Kate, and they're succeeding. But now we see Jinx spending time with Isha, and I went into season 2 expecting Jinx to be going full tweak out mode. I thought her shooting that rocket was telling us there's no turning back. But I guess not. This is the most normal we've seen her. She even mentioned her old name, Powder, saying Isha reminds her of her old self. Difference is though, Isha wants all the smoke. I believe this is a time skip, so I don't know how long it's been since Jinx fought Vi, but Isha's telling her to get back on the field. Then we see what Mbessa is up to, and she's trying to recreate Hex Tech. Unfortunately, they can't do it. 3 of the smartest people vanished. One is a op, the other is apparently a god now, so she also knows her daughter got snatched up by the Black Rose. So that's something else she has to worry about. They also set up a checkpoint in the Undercity, and whoever has blue hair is immediately hold. Now Isha does come through and save the day, pretending to be Jinx, and I always wondered how they be setting this stuff up, especially when Jinx be blowing up half the city sometimes. But she meets up with Kate, asks her why she's fucking her subordinates, but the real reason she came here was to get in her head. Pretty much she talked Kate into arresting everyone with blue hair. If someone else down there has natural blue hair, it's gonna be a terrible week for you. Speaking of blue hair, Savika comes down to talk to Jinx about that stunt pulled out the checkpoint. Week for you. Speaking of blue hair, Savika comes down to talk to Jinx about that stunt pulled out the checkpoint. And man, Savika, who told you that cut was heat? I'm starting to think the writers just don't like you. You lose every fight, then they proceed to put that on your head. Justice for Savika, man. But she tells Jinx that she can really make a difference. Her showing up at tonight,
she built like a tomboy with that cut.
Its rally could unite the Undercity. And when she went to go speak with Silco's empty chair, I thought maybe we could get the old Jinx back. I want to know how y'all feel about this too, because for me, I actually really enjoy a happier Jinx, not tweaking out every 5 seconds. But at the same time, this kind of feels like a season 3 Jinx. Cause in season 1, it felt like we was watching the creation of a villain. Every time she was on the screen, she would lose it more and more and more. Especially when she killed Silco, sat in the seat with Jinx written on it, like she was saying this is the path she's taking. Powder is never coming back. Then shot the rocket at the council room. That felt like the no turning back point. But I do understand when Silco died, she stopped hearing the voices. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels like I missed something between the season 1 finale and season 2. Kinda feels like she developed off screen. I would have loved to see more on how she became this way. Anyways, damn! He is beating that man with a straight face, no expression. Another day on a job,
Jesus
huh? He
Christ.
did spill the beans though, about the rally at the statue. This whole
He had this nigga sit down in a chair, beating the bricks out that nigga, had him spilling the beans. Damn, that would it be me?
whole thing was Savika trying to unite everyone, but the only thing they wanted to do was glaze Jinx. Like, I get it, Jinx is cool, but there's a time and a place for glaze. We gotta lock in. Now, I'm not sure that when Isha came, whether they thought this was Jinx or not. I'm just like, damn, man, give Savika the respect she deserves. Wow, bro, she just got that arm. And this dude is a damn tank. Palmed this man's entire face. Ribs destroyed. This guy couldn't even get the decency of a...
Yeah, get punched right there. Your right side is GG's. It's cooked.
Punch. The backhand of death. We ain't gonna go out without a...
Nah, the backhand is crazy.
Fight though. Weave. Hang. But look at this. Lil Shaw gonna get in the mix too. MVP right here. The only one who landed a hit on this guy. Of course he wasn't expecting much, but the heart is what counts. Now this is where the doctor finally plays his trump card. He didn't cut his hand like that for no reason. He's awakening the beast. Meanwhile, Jinx was looking for Isha, and somehow no one got Savika.
What?
You telling me this juggernaut ran through everyone just to stand there? Savika should have been the first one on your list. This disrespect is getting out of hand. But she tells Jinx that they took everyone, including Isha. That's when we see her hearing voices again. But she doesn't crash.
She hear voices inside her head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me. Oh, you know.
We got something else in mind. A little mission. In and out.
Ha! It's me, your Vile.
So they get through and look at this ugly ass nigga. Yo, Jinx is hilarious. So they get to the prison and I can't even blame Savika. I'm avoiding that woman at all costs. But Jinx is ready to let that thing blow if needs be. And my gosh, the speed at which his face became one with the table. The other wasn't safe either. Honestly, if you asked, I would have just opened the gates for you. I would have avoided getting my teeth rearranged. So they help everyone out, had this cool respect moment. They found Isha, also found the doctor, but he locked himself back in. He knows what's about to happen. Meanwhile, Mbessa is upstairs about to face the beast that's in there. My biggest question is, how did he figure out how to use the lift? Now, Mbessa does get speed blitz, but I'm willing to bet if she knew what was in there, she would have dealt some damage. I don't know about winning, but definitely would have left some scars. Now that thing comes through and eviscerates everyone. Jinx tells him to get out of here while she handles this. But look at the jump off. That's a wallpaper. Now Jinx was moving, but there was no way she could have done any damage. And that's a wallpaper. She would have died here. But this thing sees the bomb and that's when it starts to remember. Turns out this is Vander. And to the guy who spoiled me in the comments, now, what we see next is what probably pissed me off the most this season. We finally see Pit Fighter Vi, but you know what they do? Gave us a 2-minute mixtape.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
Bro, you don't understand how mad I was. When I seen this in the trailer, I was hype. Black hair Vi, oh yeah, that arc about to be crazy. But no. Might as well left it out the trailer if he was gonna throw it away like that. This alone could have been an entire episode by itself, but whatever. So she wakes up to Jinx just chilling in her room, was on 10 immediately, but she tells her about the whole Vander situation, so they pull up to where he's staying at, and we see this painting of Jinx. The people see her as the next Vander, the next protector, so they go into the tunnel and Jinx was like, you know, she used to be pretty cool before I beat her ass.
You wouldn't last 1 second.
No.
They started fighting, but you know Lil Shaw gonna ride for Jinx at all times. Damn, Vi. Smacked the life out of her. Anyways, turns out Vander didn't just wander into some random tunnel. This was a place that him and Silco used to hang at, cause they found this note that pretty much was venting the blame solely on him. So if Silco actually found that note, everything might have been different. They might have been one big happy family. But Vander finally makes his presence known. He runs up and Jinx was like, no, don't hurt him. Huh? What? His big ass can take a hit. Look at these shots though. Beautiful scenes right here. Now Jinx says, look Vi, you gotta believe me. That's Vander in there. So she puts her guard down. Vander! Then we see young Vander chilling with Silco and Felicia. And Silco with long hair just looks wrong. Or he might just look too nice. Something here is not right. But Shorty out of the blue just says she's pregnant.
I've always liked the name Violet.
And we come back seeing Vander hugging Vi. Jinx joins in, Lil Shaw just wanting to feel included, type shit that can make a grown man cry. But now we see when Kate pulls up to the prison, and it honestly irks me how cool she looks. Like, I don't want to hate her, but recently she's been on a streak of bullshit. But as we know, her detective skills can quite literally be considered a superpower. So she figures out what happened, knows that the doctor's behind this. Her and Abessa questions him, threatens to put him beneath the prison, but this dude just scoffs. He either has a plan to escape or he simply doesn't care. However, he just knows who he's talking to. He knows the kind of person Abessa is. She wants power. All he had to do was wait for her to come back down and get him. She wants that monster as her own, and in return, she'll supply all his needs. And she put that boy to work immediately. That's when Kate pulls up though, and I'm not even surprised that she figured out exactly who this was. Her deductive skills mixed with that infinite USB she has, we can consider that cheating. She was bound to figure this out. This guy used to be the Academy's alchemist, Dr. Revik, and right there and then he tells us why. For his daughter. Everything he's done was to find a cure for death. And it's been some time, but we finally see where Mel got took. Now her homegirl, boy, she got hold crazy. They had no reason to murk her. Was the Tsukiyomi really necessary? Another thing, why did y'all take her shoes? See, it's the little things that make you stand out as a villain. Said, yeah, walk barefoot on that dirty ass floor. Now that's evil. But there was this other dude that was there with her. Turns out it was her brother. Strong ass jaw, crimson chin face ass. A nice little family reunion though. Next thing we know, Mel finds this button on the wall. How does she know how to do that? No idea. She don't even know. But her brother tells her what happened to him. One day he started hearing rumors about their mom. That years ago she passed through some town and fell in love. And it led to the birth of a child. And I guess Mel awakened her hidden power, I don't know. Something's happening. And I don't know if this dude had to clear his throat and that's why it sounded distorted.
Healthy sense of self-preservation, I'd say.
Buddy, you sold. Mel peeped that real quick. But then she proceeded to get dragged into the Tsukiyomi again. And they was like, yeah, about your brother, we killed that nigga. He wasn't the one we was looking for. Good thing your mother led us to you though, right? Got scared there for a sec. Welcome to the family, sis. Yo, you good? Bitch, stop that growling. You ain't a Saiyan. But a quick check-in on Blondie. Nothing much. The shorty tells him about this healer that's down in the Undercity. Next thing we know, this dude is the errand boy for Victor. But that's when Jace comes back from who knows where. So Victor takes over Blondie's body to speak with him. He said he has so many breakthroughs to show him. Helped so many people. Yeah, nigga, shut up. Hold on now. I like this.
Damn. You really rocked that nigga. You all smashed that motherfucker.
Out of you, Jace. I don't know why you did that, but I see it in your eyes. You're different now. But the next thing we see is Abessa training Kate, and my goodness was she dogging her shit. It's to be expected though. Then Doctor walks in and tells them he tracked down Vander.
Let's hunt a beast.
So they must have heard about this healer too. And the first thing Vi was welcome to is this bum who ratted her out. If she socked him, I wouldn't be mad. And Jinx was minding her business until she heard him say surrender your weapons. And you know Lil Shaw gonna be right there with her every time. You lucky she don't got the gun, she might have boomed you. But obviously they was gonna comply. Helping Vander is the main priority. Y'all not getting the stones though. Out of your damn mind, hoe ass nigga. And look at Lil Shaw. Yeah, we know what you did, little badass, taking the gems out the gloves. But yeah, this was a nice little spot, but it might be a little too nice. Y'all seen that SpongeBob episode when Squidward moved to a place where everyone was like him? Yeah, that shit get old fast, man. And if walking barefoot is a necessity, I want no part. But they get to Victor. He does a little test run, but it ain't work out too well. But I think the fact that it's Vander, he's gonna do everything he can to help him. And this entire encounter was Jinx and Victor having a sass off, going sass for sass.
Ask for a miracle healer. Get a metal fortune cookie.
However, I have one condition.
Looks like you got a couple.
You have much to offer this commune. Powder.
So they give us this time lapse of Victor trying to help him, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a peach, but that looks delicious. But Victor actually gets through, and man, this was my guy. This is a beautiful scene right here. Once again, they don't miss with the song choices. And not gonna lie, I didn't think Vi and Jinx had a dad this whole time. I thought he was a deadbeat or something. If I was him, I'd low-key be mad y'all calling Vander dad. You can call him uncle or something, but damn, you gotta call him dad? You forgot about me already? I was in your life, little nigga. But anyways, they had a little chat later, and Vi was like, what if we stayed? Helped them out. You know, this is a very interesting family. Y'all was trying to kill each other 2 months ago, and look at y'all now, bonding. Kinda. But this happiness not gonna last forever. When there's something Abessa wants, she gonna get it. And the only reason this place didn't get eviscerated is cause Doctor says the boss here was a former pupil of his, but she's only giving him today. By nightfall, she's gonna be right back at the doorstep. So Doctor arrives and he doesn't even greet the man. The first thing he says is that he's falling off. He said that power of his isn't infinite, diminishing with every use. Long story short, Victor said Vander is no monster, and he will not sacrifice his humanity for the Doctor's cause. Now fuck off. And Vi just so happened to be passing by. Might as well follow him. And look who it is. Yo, Vi. Damn, bro, fight back. Goodness. I don't know if I should be impressed that you ate all that or disappointed that Kate did no damage, even after training. And Savika lost to her, by the way. Kate tells her about the beast they're hunting, and Vi tells her about trying to save her dad. Next thing we know, Kate's taking her in, but I'm 99% sure this is their plan. 92% sure. I don't think that was in the script. So Kate heads off. Kate's taking her in, but I'm 99% sure this is their plan. 90.
Bro, I will break out that shit and fucking choke your ass. You spit on me, you dead. No matter what it costs, I'ma fucking kill your ass for that shit.
2% sure. I don't think that was in the script. So Kate heads off for a doctor, and that was Vi's cue. We've strapped her down with the electric net, but I really wish we got a proper fight out of these two. The choreography in that would have been crazy. But that's when we cut to Lil Shaw getting Jinx's gun back, and never mind, that fruit looks disgusting. Why is it blue? But this is when Jinx was
wait.
Never mind, that fruit looks disgusting. Why is it?
Yeah, it should not be that blue. It should be at least like white or orange or something like that. But why is blue? I would not eat it.
It blue. But this is when Jinx was telling Isha how she impacted her life. Once she was in it, it was like putting on glasses. But that's when they see Kay and Doctor, and she was ready to blow them down. But we know what team Kay's playing for right now. I thought we was good until this mammoth pulled up. But Jinx went ahead and tagged herself in. And the way they made Jinx speed look is fire. Leaps forward, dodges the punch, dodges the elbow, escapes the lunge, hit a spin move on that boy, lands a Makiri counter Shadow Sekiro, and she was just playing with him at this point, smiling while dodging. But there's a reason why Edna said no capes. That long hair just holds you.
Don't touch my daughter.
I mean, she got long hair. That's the problem. She needs a. That shit is way too long. You need to cut it.
Son of a. One tap that man. And out of the blue, Jace makes his appearance. And now that boy's hearing voices, seeing things, tweaking out crazy.
He's also hearing voices inside his head. They talk to him. They understand. They talk to him.
Crazy. A body is guaranteed to get caught tonight. Whoa there, bucko. You shot enough kids in this show. Calm down. So this kid takes him to Victor, and that nigga gets blasted. Left a hole in his best friend's chest, no hesitation. But the result of that was everyone Victor helped gets the life ripped out of him. So that means the Vander that was trapped in that monster is gone. Or at least he can't control himself anymore. It looks like he's crying lava, struggling for his body back. Crazy part is, Vander doesn't know about anything that happened. He thinks Vi and Jinx are still a happy family. He literally knows nothing. So this guy is going to try and fight back, but proceeds to get washed. Like that man got brutalized, and Ambessa just witnessed all of that. Then she pretty much just sent her troops to her death, because there's no way any of them grunts can do any damage. And in the midst of battle, we see Victor. He said the doctor was right, and once I seen Jinx hit the ground, I knew what was gonna happen. This is Lil Shaw's last rodeo. She picked up Jinx's gun, loaded it with all the crystals she had, and said her final goodbye. Not gonna lie, they didn't have to kill her, especially when after this point, she is never mentioned again, like she never existed. Also, they never tell us anything about her, which kinda sucks. I personally like Isha. I know she kinda came out of nowhere. She quite literally fell out of the sky, but she was cool to me. Now I do think she needed way more screen time to really show us how she changed Jinx, to build that audience attachment to her character, but for what she was, that's my dog. Now we finally made it to episode 7. This was probably the episode I seen hyped the most. They're showing what happened to these three when Jace touched a wild rune. So Echo switched bodies with an alternate version of himself, a timeline where half the bad things that happened in the original never occurred. Even Silco and Vander's dream of Zaun came true, hence why Jinx is the complete opposite of what we're used to. It took him a minute to adjust and realize what happened, but first off, keep this style. If I see you swipe your hair back to that side, we gonna have a problem. We don't need the Killmonger anymore. Second of all, Milo, get your punk ass off my screen. I don't care what timeline it is, you not gonna have my respect.
Yeah, his punk ass, he got dog mollywop in the last fucking video. Get him the fuck out of here.
Anyways, Heimerdinger pulls up and we find out this man was chilling in his timeline for like 3 years. And when I say he was chilling, I'm dead ass. He's just been living life, accomplishing things in his world. Hex tech wasn't invented here, so it's not like he could figure out a way back home. So Powder comes out telling Echo she's going to see Vi. And turns out, Vi actually died in his timeline. Y'all remember in my first Arcane vid, when the rocks exploded and I was like, damn, I thought Vi died right here? Yeah, that's exactly how she went out. Where am I? Did you bring me here? The fuck? And that's when he realizes where he's at. A timeline where Piltover is no more. So now Echo goes back to the place where they found the magic rocks to begin with, and luckily got his hands on some scraps. Meanwhile... Oh, nigga! So now Echo's talking with Heimerdinger about recreating the anomaly that brought him here by using the scraps he got. And you can tell he feels bad about the way he was treating Powder. So later on they fill in on what they're trying to make, but they don't tell her the reason though. So after a cool mixtape of trial and error, they finally get it to work. So he pulls a lever a couple times and eventually figured out it was a time loop. They was like, yeah, let's see how far you can go. The limit is 4 seconds. You're sure? What were the indicators, my boy? Bro, you died. But now they got a party to attend to, but Heimerdinger said, what were the... The limit is 4 seconds. You're sure? What were the indicators, my boy? Bro, you died. But now they got a party to attend to, but Heimerdinger said he'll stay back. He might have a way to boost the machine. Fuck. Damn. And to end the night off, my boy Echo got to kiss Powder. How life could have been. So next thing we see is Echo and Heimerdinger getting ready to leave, but he was like, oh, by the way, this is the end for me, my boy. Huh? He plugs that thing together and just evaporated, and Echo is off back to his original timeline. That's when we see Jace again, and at this point he knows exactly what happened. This is a timeline where Hextech resulted in the destruction of Piltover, so he tells him to send him back.
I won't fail, I swear it.
Next thing we see is Mel's new Super Saiyan form. Not gonna lie, she might be OP, cause not only did she unlock a form, but she also unlocked a new fit. The first person who came to mind who does that is Ichigo, and we know how he get. But yeah, it turns out Mel is one of them. And that whole thing of kidnapping Mel and having her solve that puzzle was a test. They just wanted a new recruit, but something big is approaching. Something that rivals even the ancient rune wars, whatever that is. But pretty much they want Mel to kill Mbessa. Now we see Mbessa burying her right-hand man.
We do not lament a warrior's death. We avenge it.
And Victor actually survived getting a hole blasted through his chest. But he's seen the truth, seen the light. Now he wants to evolve. And the place beneath the Hex Gates is the perfect catalyst. Mbessa agrees to escort him there, as long as he empowers every soldier she brings him. Next thing we see is Vi busting in Kate's room mad that she arrested Jinx. They had this whole argument, but she tells us that Jinx literally just surrendered. She pretty much threw herself in jail. So when Kate heads down there, we see how she is and it ain't looking too good. Isha's death completely broke her. Started imagining Silco too.
Jinx, I think the cycle only ends when you find the will to walk away.
That's when Vi comes down, stole the keys from the guards to get her out, saying if she uses her potential for good, maybe she can rewrite her story. This isn't really Jinx or Powder anymore. She's just tired of everything. Later on, Kate comes through and y'all know what happened here. That's cool and all, but for one, Kate, you've been pissing me off all season. I would be happier for you if you wasn't a weirdo. And two, I don't know if this is the right time to be doing all that. We not gonna go run after Jinx cause she is mentally fried more than normal. Anyways, we see Mel run.
There is no time to be getting their clicks, get your clicks licked on. Okay, we gotta chase my sister. Like, we'll do it that later. Alright, I will fuck you with a strap on and all that shit. Alright. Okay.
Into Jace, and this dude is heated. For one, he knows Mel is the reason he survived Jinx's attack. Asks why she didn't save everyone else. Now, come on, Jace. You know good and damn well that came out of the blue. One moment you're having a convo, the next you got an RPG at your neck. Not really fair, but I can't lie, I feel kind of proud. The whole show he was like, what Mel says goes, but he finally realized she used him for Hextech, at least at the beginning anyway. And when she started yapping, he started tweaking out. I thought he was trying to go 2 for 2. 2 shots, 2 holes in chest. Turns out he shot at whatever you call this thing Victor was controlling. He came to talk, but
that damn thing looked like an iRobot.
Jace wanted smoke. He even goes after Mel, and I thought she was OP, but clearly there's levels to this. But he gets dinged in the back of his head. He runs in and hits nothing but floor. He tries again, but he flips over, caresses his forehead and had him in a hole, talking about how this evolution is destined. So Jace slams back into the table, popped him in the forehead, and there's nothing he can really do. And he took his weapon so gently, bro said, no more hammer. That's when Mel comes through though. No.
That is some bitch way to... He's like, nah, you don't need this. Man, I will hold on my life. I'm like, nah, you're not taking it. You're not taking it.
Longer in base form, freeze Jace, and that's when they finish him off. Yeah, them winning this war seems impossible. It took Jace and a Super Saiyan to take down one. They're about to pull up with an army of those, by the way. So he somehow gathers all these people, including Savika and them. I don't know how you got her to come up here, but he shows everyone the creature he fought, saying how they barely survived. This isn't a fight for ideals or territory. It's a fight for humanity itself. I'm begging you, top side and bottom, aid us in this war. It's our only hope.
Boy, who not?
Is he crazy? Niggas should have threw in a prize pool or something. So they're setting up all the defenses, training up the ones who stayed, and I would have been the first one on that ride out, never catching me putting on them blues. So now we see Mel confronting her mom. She wants to know the truth on what really happened to her brother. To be fair, that was kind of deserved. You may not like her, but you said it yourself. She'll do anything for her family. We find out that Ambessa had to make a choice. One of her kids had to be sacrificed and she chose to save Mel. So she was like, look, Piltover has nothing to do with your feud. Let us both leave and avenge Kino. Hell nah, this is more than just vengeance. Pretty much she called the Black Rose cheaters. Using magic on the battlefield goes against her nation's principles. And she said the fact that Mel came all this way to negotiate peace, oh yeah, even if we did leave, we're not winning with you on the team, then she shows her new army. I just can't see how they're gonna win this. So now it's time for Victor to...
They got a bunch of iRobots out here now?
...to get back in the mix. And in order for him to do that, he has to, for one, say goodbye to Sky.
I will miss our talks.
No, you won't.
And now he has to take the humanity from his subjects, including Vander. Really had to say RIP to my dog twice. So with him evolving, everyone he was connected to also evolved. And we know what Jinx was gonna do. This is her trying to stop the cycle, destroying everything, and finally destroying herself. Wait! And she looks him dead in the eyes and does it again. And she did this like 4 times, even switched it up and jumped off instead. I think she does realize he's going back in time though, or knows he did some type of dimension traveling, cause she looks at the machine seeing her little monkey toys, and she knows she ain't the one who put him there. Next thing we see is Vi in the midst of battle, and thank you for changing the color. We can't be rocking the blue no more. And from the looks of it, they're getting washed. That cannon they have is only buying them time, and they haven't even brought out the advanced soldiers yet. But you know why I like him Mbessa so much? Cause she's on the front lines every time, and she's beating their ass so nonchalantly. She takes 2 steps per minute. Kay is gonna try to land a shot, but she got the magic countermeasures. Now, one would think someone in this situation, looking down the barrel of a cannon, is doomed, but we know she somehow got out of that. That's when she gave the signal. It's time to advance. Got this brute dragging Victor, and they already broke through their defenses. Got up here quick as hell. Craziest thing that happened though is how fast they killed this dude. To be honest, I didn't really care about him, but I thought his rank was at least higher than background character. He got killed off like he was on random, but I do wish though we got more fight scenes like season 1. This season was lacking in that area. It felt like Vi did absolutely nothing. So we see Kate again getting ready to flank their sides. They threw the gas, ran in, and not gonna lie, Kate was moving. Peep the spin move, that was nice. The main goal though was to blow up Victor's cocoon. The first guy who was on the job died, but this dude, I don't even know bro's name. Didn't say a single word the whole season, but he never fails to perform. Kate at it again though. Over the back kick, press triangle, he's now your hostage. That's another one down. And look at the supporting fire, excellent work. He makes it there, plants the bomb, tells Kate to take cover, but a nail got stuck. Then they get knocked out. So she wakes up and look at this entrance. Bro, where are the edits? I haven't seen enough Mbessa edits. I see a Jinx one every 5 scrolls. Let me see some Mbessa love. But she turns around and it's this bitch Maddie. Don't take your mask off, we know it's you. Now, Kate completely dogs Maddie right here. She grabs the gun. Peep how she shot, remember that. Knocked her nose, gets up in the same motion, reloads the gun. Yo, that would have been a legendary play if Mbessa wasn't 2 feet in front of her. Good try though. But I love this scene right here. And Mbessa tells Maddie to shoot her, right? She does it, look at the impact frame. She's smiling. That is an amazing detail. But you know what makes this scene even better?
She got the force field behind her. And she ended up got murked by her own bullet.
Shout out Mel with the clutch save.
I'm gonna get rich or die slamming. Nigga, this life ain't for beginner. Till folks come get his hoe. Her bald-headed ass don't know how to listen. You wanna come in?
The GOAT is back, but she ain't alone. The firelights in the cut too. But not only did we get the firelights, we got the whole Undercity riding with us. Echo popped the big dude 2 times, he was out cold. Next up was a top floor to hand Vi some backup. Perfect time to get the cannon back up and running. But lo and behold, it was a decoy. While all that was going on, Jace is down below shutting down the hex gates when he gets a surprise visitor, Victor himself. It's funny how he sees this crazy form and doesn't bat an eye, proceeds to have a normal convo like this man doesn't look like he's straight out of a fanfic, and all that work Jace did disconnecting the gates was for nothing. Victor simply just plugged them back in. But we're back on the surface and not gonna lie, it might be GG's. If you get grabbed by these creatures, you immediately lose. But Mbessa took this chance to set up a square. Said, is we boxing or what?
Oh! Shut up and fight!
Hold on, let me shiesty up real quick. She blocks Kate's attack, same time blocking Mel's, connects with a heel kick, and Mel's main job is being a nuisance. Weave your ass back. Come on, Mel, you know you don't belong this close. Slip, slap the arm down, back of the knee, smacked you just to let you know she don't respect you. Come here, I said fix your face. Weave, duck, next. Come on, Mel, you know your ass. Now, Kate is no problem. We're gonna wash her every time. But she did notice what those crystals were doing. So she pulls a knife out her stomach and sliced the crystals off her. My smile instantly faded. So Mel calls forth the black rose and that was clean. The transition, I mean, not Mel. In fact, that was quite pussy of you. Cause she killed your mom, then you kill her. I mean, I guess. But those creatures swiftly made their way to vying them, with Warwick on the front lines. Now Jinx gets his attention, and he didn't take too kindly of her messing up his entrance. That's when Echo swoops in, grabs Vi, and what is this dude doing? Bro, did you forget your job? But Vi saves her while Echo is doing unnecessary twirls. Man, you and Miles really are alike. Then Echo makes the executive decision to crash them into a building. So Vi wakes up, gets to Jinx, and we got another back-to-back scene. Love to see it. But he doesn't. and he picks up Vi like she's a baby. Meanwhile, Jace is chasing after Victor, and whatever they did is affecting the other games. Jinx hits him point blank with a rocket, but that did absolutely nothing. Vi tags herself back in though, straight airballing. Oh, what's up, guys? And Victor is now trying to annihilate this man. He's done talking. So they get to the top, and this is when he just takes everybody, including Vi and Jinx. They took away their MC buffs and gave it to Echo, because I don't know why he didn't get grabbed. So then Victor shows Jace how he sees life, saying he knows their minds. They want better lives. But emotion clashes with reason and yada yada yada. Echo's here. That's a wallpaper. Tap 3 on the neck. Gets to Victor but got snuck. Not a problem, no.
I understand it now.
Excuse me. Parkour on their head tops. Rewind. Now he does get caught here, and when he tried to rewind, I thought it was reps. But nah, we got a world to save. Crank that thing up. Just popped his ult. Now keep in mind, Victor doesn't have a single interaction with Echo, so this random guy flawlessly evaded everything thrown at him and proceeded to chuck something that seemed impossible. Imagine getting smacked with time itself. They don't call him the boy savior for nothing. So doing that allowed Jace to speak with Victor, and he was like, damn, I just want my bro back. And he sees everything Jace seen in that alternate timeline, including the fact that the guy he was following, the same guy who saved him and his mother, turned out to be a version of Victor. And in all the timelines, all the possibilities, Jace was the only one who can save him. So I guess they decided to die together? Damn. Now I'ma keep it a buck. This last scene I'm not the biggest fan of. So Jinx sees that the platform Vi is on is gonna break. She tells her to move cause duh, but you know what she does. She sits there and starts crying over Vander. Like, I don't want to dismiss your feelings, but come on, dude. At least get off the broken ledge. Let's cry when we're safe. So you know what happens? This thing wakes up. How? I don't know. I thought since Victor died it was over. But now Jinx has to save your goofy ass because you decided to cry on a broken ledge. And yeah, I went into the season expecting Jinx to die. But like this, to a damn animal, definitely not. That's ass. Now I did see the TikToks that she's actually alive, that little purple streak after the explosion, and she rolled off at the end in the blimp, but that means Vi is gonna live the rest of her life thinking Jinx is dead because she made a dumbass decision, which I mean, she's not wrong, it's true. Personally, I didn't like that send-off. And she has to go back home. Well, no, she decided to go back home to Kate, the woman who never apologized to you. But when it comes to everyone else, Savika joins the council. Doctor got his daughter back, even though he's one of the main contributors to the bad things that happen. Mel becomes the new leader of Mbessa's army. And finally, Echo. Boy, you got hold crazy. Caused 0 issues, left his paradise to help everyone else, casually just saved the world and not a soul knows about it, and you're sitting here by yourself. No Jinx, no powder, no nothing. Just alone. Damn. But let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. I'm kinda mixed. That's my dog, Lil Sha. Her sacrifice scene was fire. The music, the art, everything was great. But I didn't feel how I think I was supposed to feel. Does that make sense? For stuff like that, that's when slower pacing would benefit. But what would I rate both seasons? Season 1 is easily a 10 out of 10. Season 2, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Had some kinks, but I still enjoyed it. Overall score, I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10 for both seasons combined. One of the best animated shows of all time. But where is my dog Heimerdinger? He just poofed away and no one cares?
Well, we don't know where he went, so tell me for the vid. I'm Kevin. Until next time, y'all. Peace.